Tracy Miller, and you're watching The Local Dish. This is where we seek out the best restaurants and find their best dish. Right now, I'm nestled in Beaver Creek under the Dusty Boot at a restaurant that's urban style. It's called the Metropolitan, or the Met, as us locals like to call it. They've got great wine, tapas, and good coffee in the morning as well. Let's head inside and see what they're cooking up today. Hi, Stephen. How you doing today?
Hey, Trace. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. So this show is called The Local Dish, and what we do is we search around to all these restaurants to find out what's really unique, what sets you apart. So what's really unique about the Met?
The breakfast. We have an awesome grab-and-go breakfast. Great, fantastic Dazbog coffee. We also have an enigmatic wine machine, which is like an ATM wine machine, if you will. And then we are a tapas restaurant to go with the great wine that we have here.
Okay, I love great wine, but when I have a glass of wine, I need some food. So what are we going to be cooking up today?
Because you are the veg girl on TV8, I decided we would do sweet and salty sprouts. It's a brand new menu item for me. It's one of my top sellers. It's got a great white wine butter sauce. It's got some prosciutto in it, some apples, and some craisins.
Yum, that sounds delicious. Would you let me come back in the kitchen with you and learn how to make that?
Absolutely, come on back.
He seemed like he hesitated for a minute, but he let me back here. We're back here with Chef Stephen, and you're making sweet and sour Brussels sprouts. I love this idea. How'd you come up with it?
It's just something I kind of put together. I grew up eating Brussels sprouts, and not necessarily my most favorite vegetable in the world to eat. So I just kind of combined some things that I do like to eat with vegetables, and came up with this great, fantastic dish.
I call this training wheels when you're starting to eat a new veggie. So show us what you have for your training wheels here.
Cool. So we're gonna start with a pretty hot pan here. Add a little bit of vegetable oil, a couple tablespoons. Start with some shallot. Just get that nice little sizzle on the shallot, caramelize the shallots. Add a little bit of garlic. Some prosciutto. This pork products never hurt any kind of vegetables.
They are the best training wheels around, I think.
Sure. We're gonna add our Brussels sprouts here. A nice little toss.
It already smells really good. I can smell that garlic in there.
Deglaze with about a quarter cup of white wine.
Oh, some white wine. So this will be matched up nicely with probably one of your fancy white wines when we're out there.
Absolutely will.
Is that what you would recommend with Brussels sprouts, white wine?
I would definitely recommend white wine.
Yeah.
There's enough sweetness with the apples and the craisins that we're going to add here to finish. That a red wine is going to be a little bit too sweet with those sweet vegetables.
So you need something
here.
crisp right there.
You need something crisp.
Okay, so you added the apple and you used a Granny Smith apple. I guess that would give it the sour flavor.
It does give that little bit of bite, a little bit of sourness, and then I finished with some craisins, just some dried cranberries that are going to give it a little bit of sweetness. We are going to add about a tablespoon of butter.
Yes, butter and pork
Butter
products.
makes everything better. And then about a tablespoon of some fresh kosher salt.
Okay, so is this going to cook for a little while longer, or can we plate it up?
We can plate this up.
Let's
this is
go.
pretty much ready to go here. Let's just grab our bowl. Some tongs. And there we go. There are your Brussels sprouts.
It smells so good in the kitchen of the Met. Stephen, thank you so much for letting me come back into the kitchen and showing me how to make these Brussels sprouts. Mind if I just grab them and run into the dining room and grab a glass of wine? I'm going to try out these Brussels sprouts. Come on. The Metropolitan is a unique urban style restaurant that you don't really find up here in the mountains. But as most locals know, it's an awesome spot to come for a quick, healthy breakfast and also a great glass of wine.
Here's a nice crisp glass of Rufino Pinot Grigio. It's going to pair perfect with those Brussels sprouts. You enjoy, Trace.
Thank you so much, Chef. Chef Stephen Hampton is really proud of his menu, and I cannot wait to try these sweet and salty Brussels sprouts. Sweet and salty. The sweet and salty Brussels sprouts, a glass of Pinot Grigio. This is The Local Dish at the Met in Beaver Creek.